Hello and good evening, welcome to 7th Gear Racing, and we are back for Tier 2. We have a race this week and we have almost a full grid, which is been a struggle recently in Tier 2. We have 18 drivers, fair few Tier 3 reserves to note in the grid tonight, so about half and half. But we have numbers, and it should be a good race. And we got Monza tonight, and Prawn Man, aka Vaughn, is the first driver out tonight in the Red Bull. Yeah, should be good. Championship is the closest one out of all the tiers. We have Fitzy in the lead, 97 points. Winners 83, Joel 80 points, and Finley on 78. It is the battle between the Hassans and the McLarens. See who comes out on top tonight. Haas are leading the constructors, 175 points, and McLaren 163. That is the battle to keep an eye on tonight. Not much separating those two teams. Finley does have a pole round here, so does win it, so both teams do have form round here. And Vaughn, who we're on board now, is the only winner at Monza in Tier 2 on the grid tonight. Tier 3 winner last week, Monza on the grid. That is Paul. He's in the Williams tonight, reserving from Tier 3. But we head for Ascari now. We're probably looking for high 20s, I want to say, for Pole. Maybe a low 21. I can't quite remember what the times are around here, but it is, well, there you go, 20.8 to start things off for Vaughn in that Red Bull. Next, Muddy Warrior, 20.8 also. Number 2, AlphaTauri, next, Paloma, Tier 3 first, and she goes faster than 20.7. Close on the first few runs here. Here come by on the outlap. Winnits, no, that is Joel, 21.1. And here goes Fitzy then, the championship leader in the Haas. He's made a mistake somewhere because he's geared himself up for another lap. He does place the time, 1:46. What about his teammate Finley? He's just coming around Parabolica. And he's at 20.9, so you say Tier 2 is the closest, usually the closest grid. We have next Sub 36, oh, he's coming into pits, making his debut tonight. Hopefully he has a good one. Jane Moore goes P7 there. He's finding his feet now in this league. A few races under his belt. So we're going to pull a pole for this lap then. I'll say winner of Tier 3 last week here. Doubt myself now, was it? I know he won a race, I can't remember if it was last week. It was last week, it was, yeah. Oh, and then Paul making quite a common mistake. Got to get moving on, otherwise he'll be disqualified. But Winnits now goes provisional pole, and then his championship rival, or one of his championship rivals, goes P2. Fitzy was 20.6. So yeah, I think the low 20s are going to be the pole time. Someone might sneak into the 19, but we shall see. next. Hasbro on lap, we might do an on board of him. Crickmate is just behind. Oh, Podgy picks slap into the wall at Ascari. And that's his qualifying done, and that's not a competitive time in tier 2, so I think he'll be starting at the back. Let's go back and forth with Hasbro. Starting his lap, looks like he left the hot lap on, or was that lap for some of it? Should have enough ERS to get round, but here we go. Curve Grande now. So I'm heading with my stat sheet up. Yep, so Hasbro's high position this season is second in the race, and highest in qualifying is P10, so he probably was one of the pre-season favourites going in to this new game, but seemed to lost his way a little bit on the new game. Last season he was normally in and around the top 5 pretty much every single race, but here he comes to the lineup. Look at a fairly tidy lap from Hasbro, and it is P3 for now at 20.6. Decent lap. Over Crickmate just post the lap, he goes P8 with 21.0. A few other cars now crossing the line. I think they're starting the lap. Lenny goes 11 there, 21.1. All invalidated lap, and Thomas, say he's coming back to form. And he goes in over 20.2. Very good lap. Former 3-time winner in Tier 1 champion. Seems he has adjusted life to the wheel now, and he's getting that pace that he had back. He's been very unlucky this season, I'll be honest. Been denied a couple of podiums, a win in Japan I think it was. Did finish second in Austria. Definitely one to keep an eye on next season, I think, Thomas. And for the rest of the season, he could grab his first win for a few seasons. We lose Lenny from qualifying. Not sure where he's lost it. It looks like he's lost it. Oh, there we go. Grid place penalty for Hasbro. No idea what's happened, but it's... there he is on the side of the road. Had a collision with Hasbro somewhere. For whatever reason. That's the end of Lenny's qualifying. There comes Hamilton to the line. It's a good lap. 20.6. Goes P4. Another driver who's got the pace but just doesn't have the luck in the race. So we just moved up the order there. That was Finley, I believe. Goes P3. Paloma back up into P2 as well. Ronnie Warrior is next in. Can he improve his time? Does. He jumps back up to P3. Ferrari looking strong here at their home track at Monza. 20.3. Yeah, it's getting very close at the top here. Purple sector for one. Joel was the winner last week, not last week, a couple of weeks ago, no race last week. To reschedule Australia at the end of the season. If the championship is still open, of course. Oh, and that's an invalidation for Vaughan. Goes too much of the first chicane at Ascari. Jay Moore is next in. Showing fairly good potential so far. He's actually gearing up for another lap. Had a very fun race with him last one at Abu Dhabi. By the line, Aston Martin, he is next. He's the only driver not to post a time. Try to see what happened with Lenny. Looks like he tried to get a slipstream and it went terribly wrong. Okay, then two Alpines are next. It's Jay Moore first. We just saw him gear up for another lap. Let's see if he can improve the 21.3. Just under 6 minutes left. Plenty of time to get another couple of laps in potentially. Most cars in the pits right now. Here comes Jay Moore to a line. It's going to be in the 21s again. If it does improve, I jumped up one position. Stays P14. Sub 36 and 21.4 on his first lap. 7 Giants, which outbraked himself going out the pits. He stays out of the way of the drivers. Dylan is next across the line, and I think he's just started his hot lap actually, so we're doing on board with Dylan, and tier 3 leader right now. Didn't go well for him last week at Monza, DNF at Monza for Dylan. Wants to rectify that tonight with a good result in tier 2. So it's coming out with Lesmo 2 onto the back straight now. We head into Ascari. I'll find out if he's up on his time. Yes, nearly 2:10, so Crickmit out of nowhere comes in with a provisional pole with 20.1. I did not expect that. Really good lap from Crickmit. That has come out of nowhere. It's had it's his third race, I believe, in 7 yards. Been around mid-pack in all his races, and then all of a sudden finds himself a provisional pole, tier 2. So if Dylan goes P5 with that lap, a good lap from him, puts him on par with Muddy Warrior and Paloma. Yeah, what a lap from Crickmit. Did not expect that. Released bio as he's where's he retired? Is he retired in the pit lane? I think he has. Yeah, what a lap from Crickmit. Can anyone beat that? Muddy Warrior, he is on a lap. He's not on a lap, he's now starting a lap. A few cars, I don't think anybody's on a lap right now, maybe sub 36. Looks like he's burning the ERS. He's 17 right now. I just realised it's not 36, it's 30. I'm still going to call him 30 because I don't know, must be a bit outside. So Red Bull, Red Bull, no, coming into the pits. Who's the next across the line then? Is it Hasbo? He's not on the lap right now. Let's find someone, let's go for Muddy Warrior. Can he grab that provisional pole back? up on his time in sector 2. Also a very neat Ascari as well. Parabolica, he comes. Get the power down. Didn't really hug the inside line, so could have shaved off maybe a tenth, well, less than a tenth, but he does go provisional pole over 1:20.123. Adds to his pole collection. Fine Defender is late next, and he's actually previous time, but he's geared himself up for another run. Time is now ticking down. There's not much time left. Prawn Man is next. And the improvement of P12. He's geared himself up for another one potentially. Not a good one. Winnitz is next. Again, he's geared himself up for another one. A lot of cars gearing himself up for another lap, unless my timing's completely wrong. That's a 9-minute lap according to my game there, and then Fitzy improves his time. I think my timings is a bit all over the place. Alfa Romeo next, that is Eros Hamilton to the line. 20.6 also, look at the cars. 10 for each other in mid-packet. Very close. Thomas, is he on track? He is in sector 2. Disconnected, so he get back in before the race. He wants to start on pole in his car, in control. Fine Defender moves up the order to P12, 20.8. There we go, timer has now ticked over, so it is the last run. Prawn is not going to improve. Here comes the McLaren. Is that Winnitz? He is getting a little toe off Prawn. He's only a 10th up though in sector 2, so he's got to gain a fair amount if he wants to challenge the top 4 here. And there we go, doesn't improve in the end. Stays P8 for Winnitz. Previous pole sit here. Fitzy P5 for him. I think Ferrari has spun out with Parabolica, and that's Thomas, unfortunately. Cannot improve on a P3. Eros Hamilton, here he comes, 2/10 up. Gets himself into the second row. Good lap there. 20.2. Paloma has invalidated, and Finley gets himself on the second row also. Another 20.2. Wow, this is a close qualifier. And I think Rannis Crickmet can reclaim that position of pole. He can into the 19s. Wow. Crickmet first pole position here in 7GR. What a lap. Did not expect that one. Coming in to this race. Crickmet on pole, 19.9. Denies Muddy Warrior his 6th pole position. So there we go, Crickmet on pole position for the first time in the 7GR. Muddy Warrior will join him on the front row. Finley P3, Hamilton P4, Thomas and Paloma are next. Joel, Fitzy, Dylan and Winnitz. A lot of these championship rivals in the mid-pack. Hasbo P11, Fine Defender 12th, Jaymore 13th, Prawn in 14th, Paul in 15th, Lenny 16th, sub 36 on his debut 17th, Podgy 18th, Bio 19th. Completes grid. Hasbro has that 5 grid place penalty for that collision with Lenny. Also, so yeah, I cannot call this one. And it is a dry race. Let's tell the boys to ready up in 3 minutes time. Yeah, that was a really interesting qualifying. Very close in around the mid pack. It should be a good race. Hopefully we get less carnage than we did in Tier 3 last week at Turn 1. Turn 1 and 2 are very... well, there's going to be some sort of collision. It's very hard to judge your braking point at Turn 1, especially at the start where you're trying to jostle for position and you're worried about braking too early and someone smashing into the back of you. You've got to get it, just got to find a space somehow and hope for the best, really. If you're in that mid pack, it is very hard to judge. But what I normally do is just lift off a little bit just before the corner or before the braking zone, and then I can slow down if I need to. Hopefully the stream doesn't die halfway through like it did last week on Tier 3. So here we go then. No formation lap. We are going straight into the race. So here we go, and we have 5 red lights. It's Crickmit versus Monty Warrior down to the battle of Turn 1. And it's a good getaway from both cars. And a very good start from Finley, but Muddy Warrior is ahead going into Turn 1. He's jumped Crickmit and Finley down the inside. Can he get Crickmit as well? Crickmit slightly locks up and Finley is just ahead. He grabs P2, Paloma. Stays P4. Oh, Crickmit lost it under traction. Disaster. Loses his wing as well. There's a few other stragglers at the back here. Winnets is facing the wrong way. J Moore by maybe caught up in something as well. A few cars off, and we have a VSC. Poor Crickmit got eaten up by Muddy Warrior and Finley at the start and then lost it under traction. Turn 1. Yeah, looks like 5 cars got caught up in the Turn 1 incident. It is Muddy Warrior, Finley, Paloma, Thomas in P4. Hamilton's down in position. We're back underway as Fitzy trying to take advantage of the restart. Joel right on the back of these two as well. He's looking racy there. Lenny up 7 places. Then a fantastic start. Avoiding all the carnage. Dylan, no movement from him. Paul, Hasbro 736. Podgy up few places also, and Paul and Hasbro has a little collision. Hasbro manages to catch the half slide. And in comes sub 36 for a pit stop damage, I assume. Got caught up in the mix. And so did Vaughan, I think. Money Warrior 1.5 second advantage to Finley. Paloma been hunted down by Thomas. Let's get the tyres up. Here we go. Most cars starting on the mediums. Only Hasbro. Here goes only Hasbro. And maybe Crickmit started on the hards. Maybe that's why Crickmit lost that traction. Before starting, he started on the hards potentially. On board DRS Hamilton is on the back of Thomas. He's got Finley, not Fitzy, sorry, is just behind. As the gaps are forming in the top 4, but in this mid packet. It is very close. Oh, and in comes Joel. Does he have damage somewhere? Did not see him. Also Hasbro, maybe them two collided, I'm not too sure. But Lewis Hamilton does get past Thomas. Thomas catches a bit of curb there. And hold for Fitzy. Hamilton up to 4th place now. See if he's making inroads on top 3 here. Bowman running well in P3. Nate doing well for himself in P7. He's in the train. Dylan just behind Paul. Podgy started on the softs. And then a lot of pit stops behind. Joel, J Moore, Hasbro, Winnett, Subface by Prawn, Fine Defender, Crickmit all made pit stops already. As here comes J Moore round the outside of Joel. Slots in behind for now. So DRS is enabled now. No overtaking just yet. We'll go back to this battle. J Moore readily on the back of Joel here. DRS open. There we go, inside line for Ascari. And J Moore is ahead. Taking advantage of the better compound as well. Good move. Back up the front here, Lenny has lost the place to Dylan. He gets past the P7. Looks like someone's lost the place to Fitzy as well. So front 3 as you were, they look fairly comfortable. Gaps really going up and down. J Moore actually, Joel fighting back for that position and does round the outside into turn 2. Hasbro now getting involved in this battle, just behind right now. He is on the fresher mediums out of these guys. J Moore makes a move. Gets back ahead of Joel. Joel will have the DRS again. Right on board with Hasbro, he's got the best view of this. Let's see if Joel can fight back again, or is he going to wait? He can't really wait because Hasbro is making a move. He's better than DRS. Is he going to go for the double overtakes? He'll be very ambitious if he does. He does. Stop him behind J Moore. Then he loses the place to Paul there on the main straight. He's low on ERS, so he is going to be vulnerable on the straights. Fitzy and Thomas sticking to the back of Fitzy here as Hasbro makes a move into Parabolica. Side by side, Hasbro has the DRS. Should stay ahead of Jay Moore. Which you know, there's a good little tussle between these three. P11 battle right now. Flag, and that is... who is that? Finley! Finley from P2, making a mistake there. Drops down to P5, potentially P6 if he does. Dylan can't quite get past. So Money Warrior, comfortable lead now, 3.3 seconds. And here comes Dylan down the inside of Finley. He's still recovering from that spin. There's also through. Good little race so far. Fitzy, Winnets and Joel. And Finley are all the championship rivals. So far Fitzy, the championship leader, doing well. Both McLarens outside the points right now. They need to improve. Vaughan has had a spin at Parabolica. And damage as well, I think I just saw. Vaughan really has not had a good season. We might see a retirement pit lane potentially from Vaughan here. It's going to be 2 pit stops behind now. Helter still running well in 4th place. He's just losing the DRS to Fitzy here. Thomas sticking to his task while Dylan's making progress through the grid. Finley going to try and recover now. And he's doing well to stick to the back of his teammate Paul tonight as well, running in the points. Podgy completes the final points position, but he's on those soft tyres. But Dylan making moves here to P5. He is slowly picking off the grid one by one. Finley looking for a gap here, and he's slightly out of break himself there. Does manage to avoid major contact with Thomas. To get in the DRS, and he can get dragged along now. Lenny has fallen out of the DRS, so he's going to be going backwards out of the DRS as well. Finley down the inside of Thomas there. That's Guy Thomas managing his race. He's got 87% DRS. Finley is completely out, so I'm sure Thomas he probably would even mind getting overtaken there, because he's just going to say thank you very much now on this back straight, or the main straight. But we don't even need to burn the DRS to get past it. Just dabbing into it. There we go. Easy move there. Up to P6 again. And in the background there, Paul closed in. And Finley out of DRS. He's going to be a little bit vulnerable. Back at the front then, we have Money Warrior cruising along at a minute. Paloma has taken about 4 or 5 tenths out of Money Warrior since we last checked in. John and Jay Moore still having a battle. Here is Hamilton running forward, but Dylan is on the charge, and Thomas losing 2 seconds here since he got overtaken by Dylan. Oh, no, P4 here. Here comes, he burned that ERS, stop the slipstream. Hamilton goes to the inside to defend this position. Can he hold on? We have a yellow flag. That's Bio losing it at the Lesmos, and we have a safety car. Right, this is gonna mix things up. People at the back of the grid are going to be very pleased to see that. So, the strategy is hards to the end now. If you're already in the hards, it's a tough one. Well, I don't even know what I'd do if I was on that strategy of like Joel sub 36. I'd probably go back on the mediums and then just hope for a safety car later on. Hopefully go back onto SOS potentially. Yeah, you're kind of screwed if you're on the old hard tyres already. You can see these guys have stayed out on the hard tyre. The leader Muddy Warrior has come into the pits, and so should it all. Hamilton gets a 5-second time penalty, speeding the pit lane. It's a race ruiner potentially for Hamilton. The Haas is going to double stack, or is it going to be perfect timing? Or Finley does lose a touch of time. I don't think he lost a position though. So you go top 10 all on fresh hard compounds. Joel did stay out. Is he going to gain any positions here on Podgy? And just about Podgy. I don't know who that other car was. Ooh. Oh, that was Lenny. Joel into the top 10 now, but he is on 7 old hard tyres. So Vic Vaughan will come into the pits now. He just unlapped himself, and he'll put on a set of hard tyres as well. So the order didn't really change. It just helps the guys at the back there catch back the field. Everyone was pretty much on the same strategy in the top 10, so actually Vaughan has opted for the soft tyre, which could not, it could work. Could work for everybody on the slowest tyre again. Saves it, switching positions. Eventually make some moves through the field and then hopefully get another safety car, maybe. And that's what everyone wants. A lot of switching positions going on. What's going on? Is that Joel with no wing? What's happened to Joel? He spun off, warming his tyres up. Comes Crickmet as well, change his strategy. So luckily for Joel, he can get in and out and catch the back of the pack. But he is stuck with the strategy now. He started on the mediums, so he's so mediums be about 3 lap old. Yeah, I think he's got to go for the mediums if he wants to try and get to the end, but it's going to be tough. We'll see what he goes for. He might go for the sauce. Gamble on another safety car coming out. Let's see. Can't see. There we go. Back onto his mediums. 2 lap old. Fresh Ring and he'll be joining. I'll be at the back with Vaughan and Crickmit on a different strategy to everybody else. Safety car should be at the snap. Joel will catch the back of the field. So it'll be lap 13 when we cross the line. Just under halfway through this race. So the safety car did come out a good time for those medium runners. So Money Warriors 3-second lead now, nothing. He backs this field up, will he? Usually drivers do go just round Parabolica. And there we go, he is gone now. Run down to turn 1. Make any brave moves going to turn 1. Finley's got a lot of overspeed here on Thomas. Burn that ERS, he might go for it. Smartly backs down, don't want that. This race at the early stage, but there are some moves. Hasbro goes in quite aggressive there, and I think Lenny's been caught up. Podgy as well, been spun off. Bit of wing on track as well. So reshuffle your trying to figure out who's. Oh, is that Winnets? No wing. Jay Moore as well, dropping places as well. Oh, he's got yellow flag warning, got 5 seconds for some reason. Overtaken maybe. Didn't quite see what happened, but Hasbro went for a fairly aggressive move from what I saw as I went on board. And looks like he hit Lenny, which may have caused a chain reaction. Sure, we'll find out after the race, but Money Warrior continuing where he left off. 2-second lead to Paloma. Fitzy round the inside of Parabolica is going to get ahead here up to P2, and this is very good for the championship leader. Hamilton, Dylan still battling out here. Oh, and around the outside goes Thomas. Saw a gap, but can't quite get the traction down compared to Dylan on the racing line there. Now Lenny, there's the yellow flag. And losing more positions. The safety car did not help him. And it's Jay Moore into the pits. Fine defender Joel, or fine defender's tagged him, but sent him back the right way. Losing positions, Joel and fine defender. Fine defender's a bit laggy as well. So, drops behind Podgy and Lenny. Back in the top 10 then. There goes Dylan down the inside into Ascari. Back up to P6. It's quite hard to keep up with all this. Halsey's got a good run here. We lose Jay Moore. He is out of this race. There's more positions in the back there. Switching another spin. Lenny has gone off again. Warren and fine defender into the pits. Joel back into the top 10. So he gets past sub 36. He's got to try and go to the end on these tyres. It's not going to be an easy task with everyone around him on fresh tyres. So then he goes onto the softs now. It looked to get a bit messy at the back there. So the Loma train is forming here. Fitzy's away with another yellow flag, so Winnett's retiring in the pit lane. Big shame for him. Shame for McLaren. It's not been a good night for McLaren. Haas are both running in the top 10 as well. Can Paloma hold on for this P3 because Hamilton down the inside. He's got the DRS. Paloma low on battery as well. A little bit of contact under braking. Hamilton is through up to the podium place. We have another safety car. What is this for? Delayed. Maybe pulls off his full wing, is he? Can't get a good view. Let's find out. What's that for Paul? Yeah, he's got no wing at all, and for some reason the safety car now comes out and lose a full wing, which in my opinion is a bit silly. So Money Warriors lead will be cut down once again. Yeah, I just see some Jay Moore. Yeah, if I was you, I'd have just taken the 5 seconds, record what happened, and then send it in to the stewards, and then if they deem it to be a glitch or whatever happened, they can remove that 5 seconds at the end of the race. In comes Paloma from P4. I saw Lenny got a drive through, so his night gets even worse now. Wing damage for Paloma, that's why she was struggling for pace all of a sudden. Gets that change, but she is on the soft. So, quick Mitt and Joel at the back of the grid not too long ago, and now back into the top 10. But they're going to have to stretch their mediums out to the end, which it's going to be tough. Standards, will this bring Ferrari into the constructors' battle here? They are about 60 points behind. They are set to pick up about 30 or nearly 40 points. They'll definitely gain a lot of McLaren. So they'll be like 10 points behind McLaren right now. Haas are looking good to extend the advantage. Ferrari potentially joining the constructors' battle, and Muddy Warrior, he can string a few wins together. He'll be up there as well in the championship, the Drivers' Championship. But he's got to win first. He's less than 10 laps to do it. But he is looking very fast out here tonight. Ploma will also be one to watch as Lenny retires in the pit lane. I do not blame him. Drive-through penalty. Teammate Paul might even follow him. So I think another lap on the safety car. Didn't see any messages, so just waiting for Paul to catch up then. Which will help Crickmit and Joel preserve the tyres a bit longer. Right then, so it does look like Money Warrior still in control of this race. So far he has shown tremendous pace compared to the rest of the field. The last safety car built a 2-second gap quite quickly. Probably helped by Paloma's wing damage though, that she got at some point. But at the start he also did the same. So let's see if he restarts the field again. Just on the entry of Parabolica. And yep, exactly the same place, and we are off again. Whoa, who was that? Dylan! Just flying across the screen and is out of this race. What happened to Dylan? Cars in the pits as well. We'll have to figure out what happened there. As Hasbro has gone round. What is going on? Carnage. Carnage all of a sudden. Trying to figure out what's happened, but Fitzy's lost the position to Hamilton there. Finn trying to get back here. There's Hasbo as well. It's actually retired on track as well, by the looks of it. So we lost 3 cars all of a sudden there. Not sure what happened there. Dylan just flew off the track. I'm going to ask him actually what happened there, because that was... And we have another safety car as we lose Paul on the exit of the Sky. Now cars are gambling on the sauce. Muddy Warrior race could be absolutely done here by that last safety car just gone past the pit lane, and everybody has dived into the pits for softs. But has he got past the safety car? He has, so he could get away with it. Let's ask Dylan what happened. The last few laps. I don't know what happened to that safety car when we started as phase far, but Muddy Warrior has stayed out. Has he just messed up his own race here? He could have pitted the softs, he's got the pace. Even if he lost a position or 2, he has the pace to get it back. Now he's on hard tyres. Against the rest of the field who are on soft tyres, Fine Defender on the mediums. Maybe he should have pitted as well. At this stage you just got to go for softs. I mean, at Monza, a soft tyre probably isn't a huge advantage, but it's going to be enough of an advantage to dispose of the hard tyre here. Another lap on the safety car. I think the only saving grace right now for Muddy Warrior, if it's going to be enough, is that Paloma is behind on 6-lap-old softs already, Podgy on 5-lap-old softs already, and Fine Defender on the mediums. So it could just hold up the other guys enough for Muddy Warrior to bridge a gap here. Right, so here we go again. Warrior gets us underway again. It's gone a bit later this time, but we are back underway. And we're taken, but Thomas does rightly give that back as fine defender looking for a move here. On the Alpha Tauri of Poggi, there's a bit of bumpy and Fitzy, the championship leader, is round. Managed to keep going the right way though. Only 11 cars left, so he does have a chance to score some decent points still. He hasn't lost too much time as long as he hasn't got damage. Crickmit back up to 6th, but he's outbraked himself going across the track and now losing those positions. So we have a few lap sprint here now. Looks like Money Warrior could hang on here. Through goes fine defender. Up to P3 on those medium tyres. Hamilton's got rid of about 5 seconds now, so he can potentially get a podium here. Quick bit. Going past Joel here, burning the ERS. Poggi still going at it as Poggi runs out of room there on the inside and then tries to, and he's compromised Hamilton quite a lot, and Hamilton's podium chances are now out the window as it looks like Poggi just ran out of room going into turn 2 and then gone over the curb. Poggi again eating alive here. Whoa, whoa, there's a big crash. Alpine losing it. Lost the Mercedes. I think Crickmit just lost on the traction, went sideways straight into another car and then called the roadblock. It's been a very messy second part of this race. DRS enabled, and looks like Thomas eyeing up the podium here. Paloma potentially looking for the win here. She's in the DRS range. Lap and a half to get past Bloody Warrior. I think this is a real battle here. Maybe Lewis Hamilton going to catch up with Joel potentially. Thomas hunt down fine defender and Paloma hunting down the lead of Bloody Warrior. So best opportunity will be the next DRS zone. Up to the back of Joel and could lose that position, but all of a sudden Haas driver's not doing too well. 7th and 8th. So Paloma hasn't got the ERS to attack. Hamilton set the fastest lap of the race. Thomas on the back of fine defender. Fine defender holding on down the inside. Thomas settle down for 4th now. Can have another opportunity. And he's actually going to go for it on the Curva Grande as he's out down the inside. He's got the grip, only near us what he has left. Find Defender is still there. Where's the camera? There it is. Find Defender holds on. And then Thomas runs to the back of Find Defender as he slows down. The last DRS zone coming up. Speed as Thomas got. It looks like Paloma spent what she has. Find Defender defend inside again. Thomas round the outside. Can he get this move done? Find Defender again. Squeezes him. And a bit of bumper, and that's poor. That is poor from Find Defender. That is really poor. Defending way too hard there. And that is going to be a punishment for Find Defender, I am sure. So Hamilton does get the podium in the end. It should have been Thomas's. Joel finished P4 in the end. Thomas is not very happy at all with that. But there we go, there's the end of a very messy second part of the race. Right, so there we go, Muddy Warrior. Here's the victor tonight. Paloma P2. Hamilton picking up that podium with the fastest lap. Joel, Thomas, Find Defender, Fitzy, Finley, Crickmit and Podgy are the point scorers, and then the rest of these guys are the DNS. Well, the first half of the race was fairly decent, and then after the safety car it just got so messy. The racecraft just so impatient on people, just going for moves straight away, dive bombing everybody. Just come on. It's not good. Tomorrow we are at, if it loads, it's not loading, but I think it's USA Kota for tier 3. Myself and Joel will probably be on the comms, so hopefully you'll join us for that one, and we'll see you tomorrow hopefully. Good night.